man, I don't believe in healthcare, like mental health care. I don't like therapists. I don't like the system. I don't like social workers. I don't like people who believe in sociology. We totally disagree on sociology.
Why? I mean,
academic circles now.
You might not need it, right? But it's other people that can benefit from it. And see, you might be one of them ones that
I'm a root cause analysis person. I'm an engineer.
A root cause?
Yeah, the root cause analysis is an engineering term that comes from like the 5 whys solution. There's a whole academic sect around Donald Norman and one of the other older computer scientists that hang around that believe in that stuff. Like as far as how do you understand what the key problems are is like an engineering thing we do.
So y'all doing a scientific approach, basically.
Well, multidiscipline. Sociology is technically scientific, but when you ignore everything that endocrinology says, and you ignore philosophy, and you ignore these key truths, but then you push forward with what your own belief system is, that's unhinged from physics, metabolics, biology, and all the hard sciences, I think you lose something.
Well, actually,
I've been doing this 30 plus years with the homeless people and addicts and
right. You know. Well, let me keep it real simple for you.
Sure.
I got to watch it for TikTok's sake, John. I started smoking.
Yeah, straight, bro.
I started smoking weed at 11.
Mm-hmm.
I started drinking Thunderbird at 13. I started snorting cocoa leaf when I was 14. Between 14 and 15, I started intravenously using it.
Yeah.
Now, what would y'all have done for me to help me not take that route?
To not take that route, I think the intervention time was probably at like, why are you doing that at 12 and 14 as opposed to Little League and you know all the other things there to do, Cub Scouts and right? That's not your fault.
No, that was because I picked it up. See,
well, right, sure, taking accountability, but
right,
still, your brain isn't formed until 25.
Well, let's not take it that far because that's what I'm looking at too. Right now, I started the Be More's Real Teen Talk Show to give our youth a voice because I know what I went through as a teenager, and I remember my mother asking me, Steve, why are you doing such and such and such? I couldn't tell her at the time because I didn't know I was running from something inside. But guess what? I didn't understand it. So now what I do as a person that went inside of themselves and got in touch with that little boy inside of him, that hurt person, the adult had to let that child know, I got you. You okay now. But not only that, when you're dealing with individuals that's living a destructive behavior, you got to find out why. It ain't about the scientific part of it. I got you. You got to talk to the human being to see what is actually going on inside of them, deep, deep down inside. And a lot of this stuff starts from childhood on up. My mother taught me very, very well. But the thing is, when I got out in the streets, I started doing this and doing that. That's the reason why now I do what I do to encourage our younger people because of the peer pressure, stuff like that. Whatever issues that's going on inside of them that they're trying to run from, right? Normally creating destructive behaviors. Now, I got you, John, because guess what? My kids, right? My son, goal is to be a professional soccer player. My 25-year-old daughter is right now getting ready to sign back up for college. She's a paralegal to become a lawyer. They live totally different from me, John. I had to show my kids something totally different from the way I grew up. Come on, John.
No, why? Yeah, why is it? What's the difference?
You learn from your mistakes. You and your kids. You learn from your mistakes. And
but your kids didn't make your mistakes, so how did they learn?
Because they never seen their father do it, I didn't brag and boast about it. I had to raise them totally different. And I want you to know this too, Brian. I sit down and talk with scientists and all that to better help them understand why people do what they do. I do, John, because if you haven't lived that lifestyle, John, you won't really understand. So what I try to do, John, mainly when we having community meetings or certain things happen, City Hall and I'm there, I will try to help our, I'm gonna say scientists, professors and all of that, like yourself, who never really experienced certain things to help
I
them.
grew up in Harlem, homeless till I was 12.
Okay.
On IV drugs about the same time.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Well, no. You, John, you gotta see. I know you can relate to what I'm saying, but somebody like you, I'm gonna put it like this, right? I'm gonna try to make it real simple.
Okay.
You use common sense. You get me? A lot of us complicate things. Cause look, I didn't realize that John we'll justify, rationalize what's wrong to make it right. You probably just use common sense and realize I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that. That's strength and power already in you, and I admire that, bro. Believe me, I admire that. If you could see my
cannabis farm, bro.
Huh?
I'm headed home for my cannabis farm.
Well, guess what?
Not much has changed except that I don't go through the same trials and tribulations because I have a different skill set. I have connections that I didn't have when I was a young person that I wouldn't have had if I was a young person in the city. I've been incredibly fortunate in a lot of ways.
Right. I got
you. In some ways, I'm very dedicated. I'm a dogged worker. I work more than most people you probably know. Just as most people don't work the amount of hours that I do. And that's why I'm where I'm at. It's not magic.
Right.
It's not like I'm not in the I'm not over here on Easy Street never having to work again. I still have my own struggles, trials, tribulations. I got 8 kids, I'm adopted 5. So, I've got, a $5 million debt I'm signed on to because I don't think real well. So, it's not like I'm over here like I have the perfection of life and y'all are struggling. I just see different solutions.
Right.
Yeah, I don't trust the system, man. I don't like therapists.
I
think they're idiots.
Well, check this out.
Like most of the time.
I talk against the system as far as what's corrupt. As a community activist, as a human rights advocate, I speak out against the laws that they tend to create to hurt the people. Right?
Right.
I just spoke out at a lot of places and got billed, well, not by myself, with other organizations, to get bills passed, to get certain bills passed. You get me? That's what I do, John. One, let me say this, and I'm gonna try. Now, you mentioned cannabis.
Yeah.
I was one of the biggest cannabis person back then. That my family was. We was where we lived at. That's what we did, and we did the other stuff too. Sold all that, and I did not realize, John, until I got clean, that I was actually poisoning the community. Even with like cannabis now, I know they medicate that they doing what they do with it, because I used to drive a tractor trailer and I delivered to a warehouse. And I asked the guy, I said, it smelled funny. I said, what do y'all do here? They grow cannabis and sell it. Big warehouse, John, right?
Yeah.
I did not know, John. My truck was smelling like right. And I went to another stop, and they come talking about, why you come up here with this trailer smelling like I ain't know, John. But look, I mean legally, because I know they made it legal. If that's what people doing, that's fine. But I understand this too, John. The medical stuff is totally different from the regular stuff. You get me? So, because I read up on it a little bit, and I understand why certain things people need it for stress or whatever, PTSD or whatever to bring them down. Right? I understand a lot of that. I'm a recovering addict, so I don't agree with a lot of it.
There's really no difference.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
No, there's not really. Maybe just a slight, but no.
OG.
Huh?
It's the difference. It has medicine in it.
Like in the cannabis itself?
Yeah.
It has medicine in it.
Sometimes it's more potent. It depends on who you're growing from, but it's more potent as far as like turning it into VO2 oils.
Yeah.
And cooking and shatter and like there's all sorts of concentrates that are a lot stronger. Like most of the stuff I smoke is 99%. It's not like, it's out of a vape cartridge or whatever, just diamonds. So it's just cannabis. It's no leaf. It's no extra stuff. It's no carbon. It's just cannabis.
And see, what John is doing, you already know. You.
Back in the day, it was like 30%.
Right. Well, you already know, OG. They put them in like, I'm getting ready to say graham crackers. They putting them in, gummies and certain things that people can. But now that's the ones. Most of them, oh God. Those are
now the edibles, yes.
Right. See, that's the ones I'm talking about.
Yes, they are. Because they're laced with medical marijuana. Yes.
Right.
But
and
it's.
Some
people have. It's a different. It's a whole different feeling from smoking to eat. A whole completely different. And trust me, I've been there and done that one.
And then on top of that, OG, back in the day, we had the little thing, right? That's all you had to do was go, and you was gone. I be picking with people today. I'm like, what is that long thing right there?
The little pins.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The and look, John, I don't know how old you is, but you
get a half a gram in that damn thing.
And look, I stopped smoking at 18, John, because I got paranoid. It used to make me paranoid.
We're crazy now. We have 3 grams of different strains in one vape that lasts about a month of like regular smoking.
But look, John, what I'm saying, why? Hold up, why is they? Wait a minute, OG. Why is they so long now? People smoking a whole cigar now.
Yeah, them are called blunts.
Yeah.
I know. I had to watch it for TikTok, but I mean, back in the days. Excuse me, John. Back in the days,
even back in the day, I used to do that with
that much.
Do that back in the day.
That much.
Yeah.
OG, hold up, John.
There ain't no hold on, bro.
No, I'm telling you, me. That's why I said hold up.
I used to do that at 17, bro. I smoked my first blunt at 17.
John, I mean, OG, listen. I heard, look, what John was saying, I gotta watch it. We used to travel down North Carolina and get stuff that smelled like horse manure and bring it back on the bus. I'm talking about pounds. That's what my family was about. So
North Carolina's a great growing spot.
there you go. Thank you. So check this out. That's all I would do is take 2 hits. And once I feel it, I knew it was okay. That was Acapulco Gold and stuff like that.
Oh hell, dude! I used to smoke that all. Dude, that was a beautiful blunt.
It wasn't no goddamn blunt. It was one of them little top paper, OG top paper.
You know what? I stopped using tops for joints because they burn way too fast.
Right.
And you don't, and all you're tasting is paper. You're not tasting the purchase itself.
And then look, OG, look. You at 8, I started getting paranoid. right? Thought I was saying stuff and all that. That's how it got me. I stopped at 18, but I kept doing the other stuff. I was getting paranoid. So, but I know people like you said, OG, who used to use the bowl, know what I mean, and all of that. But that's all I would do, would take 2 hits, family, and that's how I knew it was potent, it was nice. And I'm gonna tell you something else, right? When it came to the smugs, we would put a cut on it. Sometimes you could put 2 on it. Now I'm talking about back in the days. I don't know about now. Hey, John and OG, I don't know about now. But back in the day, basically you got it. It was somewhat pure, but you was able to put a cut or 2 on it. That's how you made your money. You get me? But I ain't talked like this in a long time. Yeah. Hey, John and OG, I ain't talked like this in a long time.
It was stepped on a lot by the time I got to the rock, boy. It was stepped on a lot.
I heard you, John. Come on, Unc. And then look, on top of that, the cocoa leaf that we sold had them in it. And people used to come and get it. Come on up, Unc. People used to come and get it, and they would take the rock part out and sell the powder part. I'm talking about the cocoa. Man, look, we back. Look, John, I don't know how old you is, but we back in the 80s, man.
Yeah, this is 89 to 92.
Yup. Come on, OG.
96, I was out of the game, man. 96, 97.
All right, I came out in 93. I came out in 93. OG came out around about what, 90, 80 something.
Oh, me, I'm 86, OG. 86, man.
I don't give a...
Wow, unfortunate, man.
86. Yeah, 86.
In the 2000s, they started to legalize trees out west. And I moved out to California in 99.
Okay.
2000.
Okay. Right.
And then I went back and forth for a while, but I was growing legally until like 2014. Something like that. I did my last really big grow was in 2020 around COVID. I did when Trump made that 2018 farm bill. We rented a bunch of fields. We grew like 700,000 plants.
Wow.
And cashed out.
Wow. That's a lot of plants right there, baby. A lot of plants.
I know.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever used a seeder for cannabis. I had to go find an implement because I didn't have enough time to plant the plants by hand. We had to plant them with a machine. Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh no, that's ill, man. To hear somebody talk about that thing, man, that's ill right there, man. That let me know you about your work.
Well, yeah, it was a great time, man. Thank God he made hemp legal. Now hemp's legal across the U.S.
Yeah, but look, you know it's always a gimmick with something too.
Yeah.
I be watching people. I be smelling it like people riding in their cars, smoking it. I'm like, do y'all realize y'all can for driving while intoxicated? Wait a minute, under the influence.
Right.
Either way, they made it legal, but now y'all want to drive. If the police want to get you right, they can charge you with like DWI, driving under the influence.
But that's giving probable cause when they smell it. And you can't put no spray on this thing when it's stinking, that funky funk. Oh yeah, they can pull you on. That's probable cause to search your whole car.
And then you know what?
The court changed that. It's no longer probable cause anymore.
It's not.
Since like the mid 2000s.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know.
The smell of burnt cannabis.
I'm up in I'm up here in DC.
Look, yeah, because look.
Baltimore.
Look.
Listen, everything's probable cause in DC.
But look, John have a farm. That's why he can say what he say. Look, John have a farm. That's why he got to make sure.
More sunlight and bigger fields.
He got to make sure. John got to make sure he follow the laws. Yeah.
All the guidelines. That's right.
All the guidelines. But I ain't gonna lie. You think it ain't probable cause? Let me say this again. OG down in Baltimore. I'm in DC. probable cause. That's what.
Let
they
me
say.
let me share this with you, since you said that.
And I'm in Detroit, bro. So
There you go.
Shit, they don't even need cars. They
This
don't even need cars. They just say we're in Detroit.
well,
That
look,
says
look,
okay.
look. This what the new
Exactly.
police has told me, family. If they don't see you commit a crime with their own two eyes, there's nothing they can do. That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. Because guess what, that police that put them charges on me, he didn't see nothing with his own two eyes. I said, you phony, fake mother. But it's the way they're being taught. So I had to understand the new cadets that's coming in.
That's what they be doing, yeah.
You get it?
You understand? And OG ain't lying, man. Like we down like 4 flat tires on the Cadillac, me and OG, man. Like, man, I appreciate him allowing me to come up, man. You know what I mean? And be a part of his life. You know what I mean? But he ain't lying about
tires on the Cadillac is heavy.
4 flat tires.
Hey, John, you can tell you can tell we all old school.
Basically.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Old
Yeah, I'm
school.
old myself.
And I'm gonna tell y'all,
we've been down in them trenches.
Yeah.
You understand? I know OG got some stories.
Dude, you guys gotta come out to the West Coast. It's cheaper. Everything's legal and don't bother you.
nah, John, we clean. Look, John, we clean.
Yeah. Listen, we ain't, and I feel you on that. But listen, and you ain't lying because out in the West Coast, you telling the truth about that.
Oh yeah, I know. I used to sell chocolate tie.
Oh,
I was in California. I was in Santa Cruz.
Yeah, we be chilling out here.
Oh yeah, but
I gotta tighten up my shit every time I go back east.
I'm OG. I don't want to bring up. I don't want to curse back, but OG, tell them when you used to come to DC and what you.
We used to go to DC to get the bam.
The bam.
The bam. The bam.
The bam.
They was like $5 over there, I think. It was about 10 or 15 here. But we used to get it for $5 and you know, to cook it up and do we do.
Exactly. And I usually come to Baltimore and get the baddest good graces of life. And them brothers standing on their heels.
I'm telling you.
It was down like neck bones around here back in the day.
But you know what? The like the stuff that I see today, man, is sad. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad. Because no matter what we did back then, you still try to carry it with some self-dignity and pride. Once in a while, you will see somebody that might be nodding out. You know, my brother, my oldest brother, he gone now, but he was a nodder, and an abscess guy and everything. And when he found out that I was doing what I was doing, he didn't want me to do the hardcore because I was the cocoa leaf.
Right.
And he was all right with that. He said, it's all right you doing that. I just don't want you to do the hard stuff because that's what he was mainly addicted to.
And OG, look, one time, and when I got finished throwing up my lungs, and I say never again. I don't want no positive. That thing had me, good gracious. And the more I throwed up, the higher I got.
Yep. And know what? I like the speedballing. But I said if I ever like the hardcore stuff more than I like the cocoa, I said I was going to stop. And be honest with you, that was the last time I had something. And my cousin went to get the stuff, but they only had the hardcore, right? And I did some of that, and I went to an NA meeting, and that was the last time I used it. They said if you use, come back clean. January the 25th, 1993 was the last day I used. When I came back to 26, I've been clean since then.
January 16th, 1990.
See?
March the 15th. That was all she wrote.
Mm-hmm.
Up in that joint, man. Look, and I'm talking about I was tore up when I went up in that meeting, but listen, I came back the next day.
Right, right. And see, that's why I tell people, you know, you gotta listen. You gotta listen to learn, and learn to listen. I love the way they came at us back then, because if you was new, you couldn't talk.
Oh, yes.
And they said if we want to know where the cop, we'll ask you. So I raised my hand because I was gonna tell them where they can go and cop. They looked at me like, boy, if you don't keep your hand down, I'm telling you, that's all I knew. You know,
and for real, OG, I ain't had nothing to say, so I shut the hell up. What am I say? I ain't got nothing to say, man. They told me learning, and keep an open mind.
Right.
Closed mind don't get fed.
Right.
They told me you learn to listen
and listen to learn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's when you take the cotton. That's when you take the cotton and put that shit in your mouth and listen.
Exactly, and shut the hell up. I ain't had nothing to say. They ain't had to worry about it.
No.
And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, to this day, when I pop up at a meeting, I go right to the front row.
Me too. Oh Lord, I used to love this. Nick, get on the front row.
Yep.
Yeah, I still on the front row. I need to look in your face and see what you talking about.
I ain't trying to be back there having meetings out, you know.
I'm either in the 4th or 8th.
Yeah.
And see, they call me
either the 4th or the 8th. Yeah.
They call me pastor, because they know a lot of the stuff that they do, I don't do.
I still have an NA meeting because I still read my Bible daily. So
yes,
there's my NA meeting right there.
Yes,
because the true steps and the true everything else is all in the Bible.
And I'm gonna share this. OG, look, my sponsor, man, she a bad motor scooter. She used to tell me, "Is your way working?" I'll say no. Then she say, "Try somebody else's way."
Yep.
Cause your way ain't working. You know what I mean? They ain't caring about your feelings. They gave it to me raw and uncut. You heard me?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's how we do it. No, because your feelings don't mean nothing.
Exactly.
That's why we're
here. Feeling ain't fact.
Get that anger out. Yeah. I mean, hell, we've all had the same story. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, some of us may have a different story, but most of us can comprehend what that person is saying. Either we've been through it or we know somebody that's going through it now. So them are the ones you want to pick up and stay underneath, because them are some bad boys there.
Yeah.
They used to tell me, get to the meeting 15 minutes early and stay 15 minutes late.
Yep.
So you can get phone numbers
and
everything like that. So you can get contacts.
OG, what is it? I showed up in Dallas, Texas. I think I was a year, but I was too scared to go back to D.C. Watch this here. Showed up in Dallas, Texas. I went to the meeting. Listen. South Dallas, where my best friend lived. I could smell that shit in the air. I said, I need a meeting. Take me to the meeting. Carry me to the meeting. They gave me 3 pages long of phone numbers.
Yeah.
Watch this here. I called damn near every number, answering leaving messages. Did nobody call me back? I went up in that meeting the next day and listen, I don't know what I said, but I was pissed. They met me outside and surrounded me. I thought I was going to have to fight. They say, man, listen, we got you. Let us apologize. I'm talking about the old heads was apologizing.
Right,
you know
right.
To say, wow, You know what I mean? Like I'm calling all of y'all. Y'all ain't called me back. I don't know y'all. Y'all know me. I ain't been in a meeting 2 days up in Dallas.
Yeah, well, that's when you pick up. That's when you pick up that list that they gave you and start calling because maybe you needed a meeting at that point in time.
Bingo, and that's what I did. DT, I know I did what I was supposed to do, but that ain't nobody called me. Boy, I went in that meeting the next day. It was on and popping. I say, man, y'all old heads talking about call you, and y'all can't call me. I know you busy. I know you got a life.
And see, that's what I love, OG, because I mean, because like the list, I had books, like you said, I had books, and when I would call people, they answered. And this one guy, he would have dinner with his family around about 6 o'clock, but he would take the time out and talk with me, and that blew me away when I found out, you know, because he kind of like put the recovery part first. But now
sponsors,
come on,
sponsors will invite you to their house if they see the value in you. They'll show up for you, bro. I mean, that's how I was, and I was a sponsor for 19 people.
Right.
And out of them 19, all of them but 3 are now successful entrepreneurs.
Right. And which is awesome. Right. And I
so
commend you on that. I commend you on that.
My teaching must have worked because, you know, they're out there every day doing what they're supposed to do.
Right.
And I'm so proud of each one of them.
Right.
They still call me. And ask me how am I doing.
And look, and that's why I'm so grateful for OG. You know what I mean? Because you know, on the live, he know I'm coming. As soon as I see him, I'm going to slide up in the spot. You know what I mean? Me and him going to chop it up. You know what I mean? But I give him all the respect. And man, OG, Steven, you know what I mean? None but respect, man. But I'm glad to meet you too, DT. You hear me? And I hope we following each other,
he
man.
said OG Steve.
You've been following me, huh? I've been following you ever since the day I met you, brother. You and I come from a long list of OGs.
Yes, Lord. Hey, man, nothing but respect.
Okay, so
that's
all I have.
And listen, and all the work that y'all do, you know what I mean? Listen, man, look, I commend y'all. Give you flowers while you're here.
We appreciate it, but I mean, you know, you deserve yours too now. So come along that train, brother, because you're right here with us. So you considered an OG with us also.
And I appreciate. Look. Did OG show you his picture my daughter did for him?
He might have seen it. I'm not sure.
Man, my daughter with her graphic design business, man, I tell you, and tomorrow night we're gonna have backdrop part 2. Party. You know, I'm gonna do it on my live and hey DT, man, show up in the building so we can make you a picture.
Send me an invite, brother. I'm more than welcome to come in.
Yes, sir. So we can make you smile. You know what I mean?
I appreciate y'all.
Guys, I made it.
Yeah. Exactly.
I made it, guys. Hey, you never got any events. I do photography. Call me. I come down.
And John, we
come out to Baltimore.
Invitation.
I love me some Baltimore. I love me some black people. I love to come out there and see some black folks. Hit me up.
Well, not all.
Hit me up. I'm going to the comedy club right now to do a bunch of old comedians, boy.
Oh wow.
Well.
Oh wow.
I don't normally have problems. I have problems. I don't normally have problems with anybody. White, black, Chinese. I don't normally get along with folks.
Me either.
And when I have a problem with them, probably everybody has a problem with them.
Hey, listen, man, I'll stay in my lane.
It's not just me, you know what I'm saying?
I'll stay in my lane.
I stay in my lane until they decide they want to swerve their ass over and get knocked the fuck out. like that. Now you invading my space.
I was born at night. It wasn't last night, though. I swear to God.
Knock his ass smooth.
Oh, baby.
My mama raised ugly children, not stupid ones. I can play it.
As OG would say, I still know how to cut up in a minute.
Yeah.
You know, right.
That twin come out of me. Look, listen. I try to keep that twin locked up.
Oh, hell, me too.
But the twin will show up
both of my twins locked up.
Seconds.
Right.
You ain't lying.
I got to keep both of my twins locked up, bro.
No, you say both.
Just because I don't like doing time.
Both.
Hell no, not for that fucking time. Fuck that.
You got triplets for them, right?
Right. Now I got to do some time because you're tripping. Listen.
I got quadruplets. I got 4. I got 4.
Oh, damn.
4 threes. Crazy.
Boy, that's a lot of work to lock them boys up. Let you know.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm headed to the comedy club, guys.
None but respect, man. Hey, OG, let me get up here and do some work for the head queen and charge.
All right, buddy.
Yeah, we can get up there and do this. Hey, look.
Please send me an invite.
To the I'm gonna send it to y'all. To my OGs that's on the panel, man. Look, y'all just have a wonderful day on purpose.
You know that's right.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
And see,
my neighbors ran by. He a cop, right? And he got a big upper body, but his legs is tiny as fuck. He's like 120 pounds from the waist down.
who's that? Who's that,
A
John?
cop that lives in my neighborhood.
Oh.
I got a cop that lives in my neighborhood from downtown.
Uh-huh.
And we live in like a gated community, right? So everybody that lives here is pretty hoity-toity. And he runs by every day, like 3-4 times a day. This motherfucker will never do leg day, bro. He's done a squat in his life. I bet he can bench 400 pounds. He can't squat a lick, though.
Man.
He can't squat nothing. Motherfucker can't pick up a heavy bag of dog food. Crazy. Crazy. I just live and learn, man. I'm just out here looking at what people are doing.
Right.
I could be wrong, but them legs are skinny, bro. We getting a scuffle is gonna be a problem. You ain't got the training. Even with his running, he ain't got the training.
Well, he got the energy. If he's running, he got the energy. That's what I'm looking at.
Doing one of those runs where you're like sliding your feet along. He's not. You see that dude who ran like the 2-hour marathon, bro? Bro, he was cooking for 2 hours. Cooking. Ooh. I don't know. Try it sometime. It's crazy. I can't get through the stress test. I'm coughing. The fuck? I'm a smoker. Jesus.
And see, because I'm in recovery, the whole goal is help those that's life spiraling apart, like I said, John, and who's practicing illegal criminal behaviors, you know, to help them understand you can come out of that lifestyle. I'd rather see you do the right things.
And I think photography can be therapeutic. Let's get some of these people a camera in their hand. Get them taking pictures.
Get them a camera in their hand?
Yeah. I think it's got all sorts of good psychological benefits, but also it's like a career. Like they can make money, do stuff, and shoot events and meet people, and they're out and moving and doing things. The problematic part is usually when you're a photographer, there's a lot of alcohol around. So as a recovering addict, you kind of got to avoid those things and do during the day things, right? So you do stuff during the day, you shoot pictures, you're out moving and shaking, you're meeting people, and then at night you're editing, you're meditating, you're watching videos, you're refining your skill. You're so busy, you don't have time for anything else, right? It kind of fills the time quadrant. Well, so many recovering addicts are, you know.
But let me ask you this.
Time on your hands.
Let me ask you this. What's the point of, like, you smoking cannabis?
Why do I smoke cannabis? Mostly because of anxiety and creativity. So when I'm more calm, I'm more creative and I get work done. And when I'm anxious, I don't get any work done and I procrastinate because I'm scared of doing the work. But when I smoke trees, I'm just super chill and I don't worry about anything. And I have this whole ego death thing. And, you know, so I'm pretty regular smoker. Like I smoke more cannabis than I do cigarettes.
Wow.
I used to be like 3 pack a day guy.
So basically,
I probably go through a half a week or something like that.
Basically, you stay smoked up to deal with life.
Oh, dude, not even to deal with life, but to kind of to enjoy myself, I guess. But I don't know. It's part of my culture. It's like coffee. I stay coffeeed up too. You know, so I'm essentially doing a low-grade speedball all day long for 20-something years. And I've lessened the coffee because I used to do like 4 espresso shots a day, a couple times a day. And I've dropped that down to just regular coffee in the morning. So coffee, water, beer, and trees. But I don't really do anything else. I don't eat sugar. You know, I don't have high salt diet. All that stuff. I don't do any of the other bad things. I don't eat a lot. I'm in pretty good shape. I go hiking a lot. You know.
Yeah, I'm just looking at.
It doesn't make my life unmanageable.
Right.
If I stop smoking trees, I don't know that my life would also be unmanageable. I got divorced going on a decade ago. And when I got divorced, I had all my own self-questions, right? And through that process, I stopped drinking. I stopped smoking. I stopped smoking cigarettes. I stopped everything because I'm like, something's wrong with me, kind of thing, right? So I've got to retool. I've got to redesign my life. I'm missing something. And it turns out I wasn't missing anything. I'm really happy. I love my life, my car, my job, my career, the people in my life. I had a client call me today with a project that I did for her and was moved to tears and crying on the phone to me this morning about how happy I made her and how great it makes her life and it just looks so beautiful. And I was like, oh, that's great, dude. Like, I wouldn't get that in most other jobs. It just wouldn't happen. So I'm happy with everything, man. Everything you know, all my teachers in high school and all these other people in my life told me to give up and you'll never be successful smoking weed. Well, I retired at 23. They didn't even start fucking working until 23. Like, why would I fucking listen to them? It doesn't make any sense. They haven't accomplished half of what I've accomplished. I've had like 4 careers. And in a short life, I'm 50. I'm not like 75. I'm saying I've done a lot of shit in my life. I've had 8 kids. I've adopted 5. Just being able to get through that in a 6-year adoption fucking parental rights process is crazy. Crazy. I never thought I'd be here from where I come from.
Right.
If I can do it, anybody can do it. I'm a big Eric Thomas fan. You know who Eric Thomas is, man?
Not really.
Eric Thomas is, you can't be successful until you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe. And that's when you'll be successful. When that's your main driving force. What's your motivation? You know, my motivation is providing for my kids, legacy. Like, it's changed over the years, right? It's produced artwork. Like, I got 50 almost 50 years of photography.
Wow.
To go through and, like, organize. Like, where do I start? What am I trying to say? So I'm so busy doing other things. I don't have time to be sad or, you know, frustrated over or crash out over something that happened. I don't have the time. It's not in the schedule. I just keep going. You know, I can't imagine the amount of times I've been fucking broke, man, destitute, business didn't work out, lost money. Like, you know, I didn't put it in a bottle. I got to fucking work and figured out something else.
Well, guess what? John, you talking to 2 businessmen right now.
That's what's up.
And we,
talking to 2 businessmen.
Yeah.
Because I have two LLCs that I'm running right now.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Running a business is a lot of fucking work.
My first LLC, I started at 18. I was doing window washing then. Then turned around, opened up a mobile detail company where I go to you under an
I've been
LLC.
thinking about that, man. That's such a good idea.
Then now I have a handyman business right now. That's an LLC, and a music management company that's